Are we here? We're
What's
here.
up? We are live.
We are live. Hello,
What's going
everybody.
on with Facebook? What's going on? I know we missed you guys last week. Sorry about that.
Uh,
How you guys doing? YouTube. What's going on? What's up with you?
Let me start the long, tedious journey of trying to share.
Oh yeah, I got to share it too. So hold
Let
on.
me start the long, tedious journey, y'all. Because y'all know I can't never get it right. I'm already on the wrong page. Um,
I'm trying to see why it didn't pop up in my notifications.
let's see if I get it right
Did it
this time.
pop up in your notifications?
Oh, I didn't go there. I went straight to the page
Oh,
this
there
time.
we go. It's here.
Ah, here's my little period. Dot, 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 dot. And I think I did it right.
I did it right too.
I think I did it right, people. The first time in a long time.
Yeah, I did
How is
it.
everybody doing? Thank you for sharing. Share alike. Hope everybody is.
Everybody share.
Hope everybody's well.
Hey, listen, it is holiday season like that. It just seemed like it
Holiday.
happened.
It
Like
is holiday season.
it happened so fast.
It
So happy
is holiday.
holidays to everyone. Thanksgiving is next Thursday. Can you believe that? In a week, we will be celebrating Thanksgiving
I'm hot. Sorry.
in a week. So that's crazy. That is so crazy.
Mm. So, um, woo, baby. It's been a couple of this couple of months has been crazy for me. It has been really, really, really crazy. So y'all keep me in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. That I don't go jump off the bridge. That I don't go jump off the bridge. Let's see what happened. Somebody got a new car. Or wait, ooh, was I supposed to tell that?
You wasn't, but loud ass. I don't care. He just tells all my business and leaves his alone. You see how he just said, "Oh, I had a horrible weekend."
No, I told y'all
No,
it's
no,
been
no,
a couple of
no,
months
no, no. You
because I'm gonna tell all y'all know. Last week we didn't have a show because y'all know I have had some serious issues with
yes,
my car, and y'all know I battle with depression, so we know that that's a given. But last week when I walked out of my house to go to work on last Monday, I came out to a busted window on my car. And I tell people all the time, I just don't understand how you get into a secure complex and break into the cars,
yeah,
and
I don't get that. They don't
they
have no
don't do
cameras.
anything about there. Oh, there's no cameras in
There's
the
nothing.
cameras point at the entrance when they're coming in, and that's the only camera. And it's but we got security, and you busted.
Hey,
Hey, they busted my window for a backpack that they thought, I guess they thought they was really fit to get something. But what y'all got was all my training material for teaching people how to be a school bus driver. So you jacked me up because the manuals now I have to reorder manuals again and stuff like that. And hey, Denny, um,
cause
you just messed me up. And $300 later, I have to go out
that's crazy.
and it's like y'all act like people just got money. I'm just like money don't grow on the tree for me like that.
Oh, congratulations, because she went back to work.
Oh yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yeah, look on lunch break at
Listen,
7.
so let me do this announcement real quick. This is the first time anyone's hearing it. I haven't even put it out on the page. I haven't even said anything about anybody. We met on Monday. Everything is well. We're so excited about this. We all know that Love Center Choir will be celebrating their 50th year next year, October 14th through the 16th of 2022. We have an incredible lineup. I am reaching out. I'm going a little out there. reaching out to people that I have never reached out to. All they can do is say yes or no. Of course, we're gonna have some of our favorites back, but I'm kind of going out there, reaching out to some people that I'm a little nervous, but I'm gonna do it. Why not? Hey, it is what it is.
All they can do is say yes or no.
All they can do is say yes or no. Come on now, that's all they can do. You know, like my brother Joe told me last night. He was like, "Bro, do it." All they're gonna do is yes or no, and if they say no, we know who to beat up. Nah, we just playing.
I didn't say that.
Listen, our vocal directors are two of the most talented people that I've ever known, and they are my friends, they my homies, my guys. Like I love these two individuals to heart. And once I asked them, they both say yes. And I can just imagine what they're going to put together with Jonathan DeBose and with Josh Kemp and with Josh Nash and the whole band setup, David Blake. I can imagine what's going to happen on this whole weekend of October 7th, the 14th through the 16th. So these are our vocal directors. Like I said, we have not put this out yet. I just did the flyer, and I'm so excited to announce this, and they just approved it. So B. Slade and Dwayne Woods.
Ooh.
Like,
and Wade. We ain't even had to wait on the show. We got to have him on the show now.
We got to, yes.
He has not been on the show. We have got to have him on the show.
Yes, he only been on there once with Uncle John, but we haven't had him personally.
Right? We haven't had him.
We're gonna work that out. We're gonna have maybe we can get both of them on there just to kind of talk about what their ideas is and everything. But I'm excited. You guys just stay tuned. We have so much more planned.
You sound like you was about to say the Soul Circus.
Listen, we have so much planned for that weekend. So I'm so excited. And like I said, this is Walter Hawkins Lufsen Choir 50th anniversary.
Somebody said the other day, I'm the transportation guy.
Right.
That was how they know my name. They didn't know my name.
They know. And he was like, oh. I was like, I'm going out to dinner with I'm going out to dinner with my god brother. He was like, who is that? I don't know him. I said, yes, you do. He's like, no, I don't. I was like, you do. So when I pulled up his picture, he was like, oh, that's the transportation guy. Because my homie worked with the Dream Team and the staff doing Uncle Ed thing and other things. And Terrence, he's over transportation. So,
yeah. So I've elevated now. Y'all see me a lot of times now. I'm in the VIP section. I've elevated. I moved up. Yeah. But I still drive, y'all. I still drive folks around. I still do that. Yes. And get them on.
So we're excited. We are excited. This is going to be a weekend for everyone to come out to Oakland, California, the weekend of October 14th through the 16th, and be with us as we celebrate. You know, we have the founding members, Auntie Lynette and Auntie Fetty and Uncle Daniel. Like, we want to celebrate them for the work and the way they paved the way for these choirs and these groups and things, and they don't get, and I'm gonna say it, they just do as they ought to.
And y'all gonna be mad when I say this, but you can say whatever. They are the first family of gospel music.
They are
not the Winans. I'm sorry, y'all. I apologize. We know I love the Winans. I love me some Winans, but they are not the first family of gospel music.
They're not, and they'll tell you that themselves. So
how can you be the first family of gospel music when they were already around? When y'all, I don't understand. They were already famous. They've been famous since they were kids.
Yeah. So let's celebrate 50 years of music. Like,
yes,
50 years of music. Like, some of these songs that this choir has. You can't go to. And it's amazing, like, you can't go to a church on a Sunday morning across this whole United States, they're singing a Walter Hawkins song. Somebody singing.
Because, baby, everywhere you go, they still trying to sing Thank You, Lord. They killing it, but they trying to sing, they singing Thank You, Lord, everywhere you go. I'm like, Woo,
And,
Lord
and
help
and
y'all.
and then when you go to somebody's funeral that's not even saved or saved, they
They
going up
sing,
yonder.
they going up yonder. They going
So
up yonder.
you know what I mean? So it's amazing how the music is just still like if you listen to
Because
some of
it's timeless.
his lyrics are talking about the times that we're living in today that he wrote in the 80s and the 70s. Like,
It's
come on, man.
timeless.
So yeah. So we're gonna celebrate them in October. We'll celebrate them in
Mm-hmm.
October. Bro, you
Yes,
got
yes.
anything? Oh, I got one more. If you're a Levson family, please reach out to Sister Mary Catherine. Make sure you give her your testimony and email her with a picture. We just want to know a little short. What did Love Center mean to you? How did Bishop change your life? He was an incredible pastor. He was an incredible preacher. Like he
Denny, go
sung,
to
he
the
wrote,
corner. Go
but
to the corner.
his singing was a tragedy. So, yeah,
They trying. It is a tragedy when they get through with it, but they trying. At least they trying. They
so
are
listen, so you guys please go to her email, go email her right now and just send her some stuff over to her. What else I'm trying to, I think that's it for the anniversary part. We're gonna celebrate. We're gonna celebrate because they deserve to be celebrated.
I think I had so look. I only have one. I really didn't do no announcement because I just got off of Seattle wine tour. You guys, the
You
pictures.
did. How was that?
I hadn't really said anything because it booked up immediately. I took 10 people. We were booked before I knew it. Before I could even do any advertising, just from the word of mouth, um, it was full.
It is. I'm sorry. It is. I got it at the end. It's down bottom. That's
It's
the email
scrolling
that
across
you.
the
It's
bottom.
scrolling at the bottom. That's the email that you need to contact and send over your picture and your testimonial, for we can post it. And we're going to be posting this throughout the year on the Walter Hawkins official page, and we're also going to be playing these doing the concert and doing everything. We have a great and phenomenal lineup, and we just want y'all to come and just celebrate with us. Come celebrate with us.
Yes, yes, yes. Yeah.
All
So
is not lost.
I am doing another wine trip, and it's coming up in June. So I will start advertising for that. We're going to Paso Robles down
Where's
in
that?
down towards it's between here and Southern California. So it's down Highway
Okay.
101. And that is going to include 3 black wineries. So we're going there. But let me give a shout out because I want to make sure I want to continue to tell. While we were in Washington, we got the chance to go to a black winery who she just opened on Juneteenth. When I walked around and the people had found her winery, we didn't even know she was there. She just happened to have the same name as one of the girls who was on the tour, the ladies that was on the tour. Her first name was the name of this winery, and her name is Lachelle. But the way that the winery is pronounced is, oh Lord, y'all know me. I jack stuff up. La Chalet. French. La Chalet. So La Chalet Wineries is a black winery that is in the Washington Woodville winery area, and it is founded by a black woman, and she just opened on Juneteenth. That's an amazing thing. She was making peach wine before that, and people were telling her she should break out into wine. And when I found out about it, I ran out of the other winery that we were in, and I ran down there because I wanted to meet her, just to get to know her, and was like, I'll bring my tour back here so we can come back. Well, we left to go on the bus to the other location, and then we stayed at that location, and then the bus brought us back to the same exact area to go to this winery. And I was like, hey, we're in the same area again. So when we came back in that area, I was like, wait a minute. I jumped out and I was like, y'all hold on before we go in this place right here, because we were supposed to go. We apologize to Ablesco. How y'all know I jack names up. Ablesco is the winery we were going to go into, But when I saw we were back in that same parking lot, I made a beeline. And I was like, hey, I know I said I would bring my tour group back later on, but is it possible we can come in here now? She was like, huh? I was like, yes. And just her face lighted up, and that it was so wonderful to see, that she was excited and happy to have us there. It's something about, y'all know I support tons and tons of wineries, but it's just something about supporting a Black-owned winery. That right there is just an amazing thing. But the other thing about it, everybody purchased wine from her. Now that says something. Everybody purchased bottles of wine because everything we tasted was amazing. I didn't taste anything bad. There was nothing that I was like, oh my God, I can never have this again. Everything we tasted from her was amazing. And shots out and kudos to her. She has a degree. She went to college and got a degree in winemaking. So she's not, just somebody who decided all of a sudden I'm going to do wine today. She has a degree in it. So that's another amazing thing. So she knows what she's talking about when she's talking about the dirt and the terrain, where the grapes are grown and everything. She knows the consistency when she's making the blends and all of that. And an amazing lady, just an amazing lady. So you guys, May 15th. Oh, I did have an announcement. I keep forgetting. My white party is coming back May 15th. So that's what I was going to say. I will be pouring her wine May 15th at the white party. She already said that she would make sure that I have cases to pour. So we are going to be featuring her wine at the white party this year. So y'all stay. I'm juiced about that. I'm excited about that part. So, but Seattle.
We've got a couple of more announcements I forgot.
Oops.
I'll finish up there.
Seattle was wonderful. I needed that vacation. I needed that break. I needed to get away, get my mind back together. The plane ride, Alaska Airlines, y'all the devil. Y'all the devil. 6 hours in the airport going and 3.5 coming back. Y'all the devil. But my mind is right again. I'm back. So there we go. And then we'll go into our topics after that, because I think that's after the announcement. We'll be done, right?
Yeah.
A lot of announcements.
Just a couple of announcements. We had a couple of people pass away. I don't know if you guys know Dorothy Statton's husband, Stan. He passed away a couple of weeks ago, so we're definitely praying for her. Yeah. His service will be Friday. It's a private service. It'll be Friday at Hilltop. So
community church.
Definitely praying for her and him, for them, the whole family. Then we also Pastor Jackie Thompson, the pastor of Allen Temple, my god sister, Reverend M.T. Thompson's daughter. She lost her mom. She lost her mom a couple of on Saturday, actually. So we're definitely praying for her and praying for the family. And then you guys know that Mom Cole, Keisha Cole's father, passed away on Saturday as well. So we're definitely praying for Mama Yvonne Cole and praying for Keisha. She just lost her mom, Frankie, and now she's burying someone. That was Dr. Mr. Cole was her dad. That was her dad. He raised her. He died of COVID complications. So COVID is still out here, you guys. Just be careful.
It's real.
Please be careful. Be careful.
It's real.
It'll be Monday. I'll be going out there to be with Dr. Cole and Keisha, them, assisting them with this service. So let's just keep all of them, and I'm sure there's more people, more families going through death. Let's just keep everybody in prayer. You know what I mean? You guys be safe. Be safe and be wise this coming week, going to your family's house, and just be careful. Be careful. It's okay to wear masks, and it's okay to, social distance yourself or stay for an hour and come on home or whatever you want to do. Just chill and be safe. That's all I'm saying. All right, Terrence, I'm done. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm done.
So y'all, I got a needle in the haystack for y'all. Okay. Our first story is about a pastor. And y'all know we ain't got nobody help. We ain't going to nobody. You're muted. You're muted.
Oh, I said I don't blame you. I ain't going to nobody else's house neither. I'm gonna have my ass right here at this house.
You are muted. Oh
I'm
my
gonna cook and enjoy me some food and sit right here. This year we ain't doing no big ass turkey. I don't want no big turkey.
Plugged in.
I made some turkey wings that Terrence thought it was chicken. He don't even eat turkey wings.
Yeah, I don't need
And
y'all
he
know.
thought it was chicken. And them turkey wings were so good. So I would
Turkey ain't my thing. I ain't turkey lurkey.
but they were so moist that you get
Yes. They were amazing.
Yeah, so I even had Crystal eating them because she don't even eat turkey wings, and she was eating them. I think I made it for her birthday, didn't it?
Yes.
For her birthday dinner, yeah. So yes, we're gonna do some turkey wings and stuff. So we ain't doing no turkey.
So y'all know how I feel about pastors getting on social media and acting an ass and acting a fool. So there is a video circulating of a live right now with a pastor named Jamila Gooden. Gooden. And there's a musician there. And y'all, we all know musicians. Everybody know musicians. Everybody know church musicians. The musician went to her conference, which was called Unleash or something like that. It was a conference that the musician went to, and he was playing for one of the soloists. The soloist paid him to play for her at this conference. So at that point, you know what usually happens. Musicians get up and leave after they've fulfilled their obligation. Well, I saw this, and the musician happens to be my friend in North Carolina. It is his musician for his regular Sunday service. So he posted it, and I couldn't believe what I was watching, that a pastor was on here. And I think the thing that just really sent me sideways is when she said, I'm going to turn around, I'm going to be petty. You are on this stage at a conference and you're unleashing. That's what you called your conference, was unleashing. So if you're unleashing, what were you unleashing? She went over to the musician and he was packing up his keyboard to leave because he had played for the person that he came to. And she was like, well, musician, can you find me a note? And he was like, no. And he's like, can you play for me? And he said, no. I played for the person that I was here. You don't know if he had another obligation to go to. You don't know anything. You don't know if he had a job to go to, but you turned left instantly on this video and you began to go into this, what you called a petty state. And what's your cash app? Because I got $1,000. And you just kept going on and on while you're on the mic, while people are watching. So this is where I have an issue with. First off, where was your musician for the conference since you were having a conference? When he got up off,
it wasn't her conference. She was a guest speaker. Yeah, it wasn't her conference.
Oh, see, now I'm gonna have to look at the flyer again because I could have swore the way the flyer looks, it said it's her conference.
No, her conference. And the only reason why I know is because I follow her. Listen, I watch this woman every morning at 4:00 in the morning. Every morning. And she's good.
Be not deceived, be easily, because honey, the demons would she
is so like she's helped me out so much. So and
come on, Alicia. Come on, Alicia. See,
I'm gonna let you finish.
His sister posted that he had another game. See, that's what I'm saying. You don't know what that person had to do, and you went left for no goddamn reason. Yeah. And that's what, see, where we are in the body of Christ right now, you cannot get up here and decimate somebody when you don't know their story. You did not say, hey, well, can I talk to you? You could have just put the mic down for a second and can I talk to you for a second? But you got on this mic and tried to front him. This is why people are watching the video, and there are people, tons and tons of people are watching this video, and they don't want to come to church for this exact reason. Because you said it. I'm going to be petty. And what about anything of God's word that lines up with being petty? Where does God's word say we're going to be petty? Because God ain't going to do what you did. And then, if just not to make it even worse, you went back to your page and you put up another clip, and because you reshared the person who put it the initial live, but you went and put up another clip where the musician is playing for you, and you talking about this is an anointed musician, this is an anointed musician. You are full of a demonic spirit, because ain't nothing godly about that. And I'm trying not to cuss your silly ass out, but you out of order. You can't tell me when I've sat up under the greatest pastor, and he still will be the greatest pastor I've ever had, Bishop Walter L. Hawkins. He would never do what you did. See. I love it. Alicia saw this thing. She was doing too much the next day on social media, talking about somebody find him, right? Talking about it was the devil. But what the devil meant for evil, God turned it around for him, because people started posting his Cash App. That's what I was getting to. They started putting money into his Cash App. And I said, I'm going to send money.
I sent him some change.
I'm going to send him money, because she was just totally out of order. And you want people to come follow you, and this is the mess that you do. I can't sit up under nobody with no foolishness like that, because after Love Center, it's hard for me to go to anybody else's church. I'm sorry, y'all. I will say that I did enjoy the service down in the church that Deshaun and I go to in Stockton. Y'all, I do like them.
Yeah,
I do like them, but the distance is a little something for me. That's a little something with the distance. But I enjoy the church. I enjoy the pastor. I enjoy the worship leader. I enjoy the service overall. But it still doesn't give me Love Center. It's still, because I was at Love Center for so long, y'all. I'm sorry. Everybody, people get into their churches, and you've been there. Most of you, if you're securing your church.
That's the flyer.
There's the flyer.
Speaker. Yeah, she was a guest speaker.
Oh, so it was somebody else. So yeah. Wait. So now it makes it even worse. You were at somebody else's conference, and you got their conference being dragged through the mud because of your foolishness. Because what God led you to do what you did? People, we have to remember. We have to remember that you represent God every time you step into that platform. And no matter what you want to believe or not, somebody always videotaping. When they invented this social media stuff, and there's no take it back.
Well, again, she because I follow her. She videotapes herself. She has her assistant videotaping all her engagements. Again, I follow her.
And that was a hot mess that you videotaped then. If her assistant did that.
Well, I don't know if that was her. I don't know if that was her assistant video that they had.
Homie the Clown. Homie the Clown don't play that.
Like I said, I follow her. She's great. I don't know. Everyone is okay to have an off day, I guess. But I was surprised. I was surprised it was her. When I seen it, I was very surprised it was her. It was just like, oh, like everyone has, yeah.
I wasn't there, so I never like to speak on situations if I wasn't there. It was all the shenanigans the next day that was not okay. Even if he was wrong, why you thought it was okay to bash him and call him the devil was just wrong. She could have reached out to him after the fact to resolve it. But see, here's the thing. The video got everything. The video got everything. And she asked him to play, and he said no, because he clearly has said, I played for the person who I came here for. He completed his assignment. He completed his job. His job was done. And you, like I said, Alicia, you said it perfectly. You don't know where that boy. He might have had to go to work, but he had another assignment, another gig. We all know musicians book 2 and 3 events sometimes in one night because it's a gig. He's not your church musician. He wasn't the conference musician. And what really got me before I got to that petty part, because I had to watch the little clip like 3 times. He packed up his keyboard. The keyboard was his. I missed that the first couple times because she was talking so much. But when I said, wait, he done packed up the keyboard. So y'all really ain't got no more music. And you still here clowning.
Yeah.
So you making the situation worse. Because now we sitting here talking about, well, what conference didn't pay a musician?
Yeah.
Because if you are a conference host, you need a musician that is the house musician that will be there the entire time. Because the speaker is going to need a musician when they get up to speak. Sprock. They're going to need a musician. And I just need us to stop the antics and stop the drama, because you are turning people away from the church left and right. You don't know the damage you're doing.
Well, I'm going to say this as a event coordinator / promoter. The musician or her wasn't out of place. It was the host to make sure that they had a keyboard player throughout the service. And it was the host to make sure that her guest speaker had someone playing for her.
Okay, I'll give you a piece of that one.
You can't give me a piece of it because there's no way. There's no way. No. There's no way.
He shouldn't have to be in that. He shouldn't have to be in that at all.
Didn't you just hear me say it's not either one of their fault? It is the host's responsibility to make sure that there's a permanent keyboard player that's there
her fault. She didn't have to do all that
throughout the service.
I get that part, but she didn't have to do all that
throughout the service period. So
again, she wanted to be Petty Betty. She wanted to be Petty Betty.
Like I said, I'm not faulting either one of them. I'm faulting the host, because there's no way that I'm going to bring someone in town and not have a musician for them.
Who was the host?
Nikita something, or Nikki something, Nikki Williams or something. There's no way I'm going to do that. Or I'm going to have a conversation with the musician before I get there. And I'm going to let the speaker know that the musician has to leave. Her fault, exactly. Her fault came in the next day. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you.
I just can't give her a pass for her antics.
No, I don't.
Because she didn't have to do all that. When he said no, you should have left it alone.
No, ain't no. That's the whole point. If you're now the host has put her in a position that is not common to her.
Nikita B. Williams.
You know what I mean?
If you would like to come on the show, Nikita B. Williams, we would love to chat with you.
Yeah, because I don't get it.
Because did we have discussions about having a musician for the whole service when you were setting up the plan? Maybe Deshaun and I really should do an event course. We should do a course all the way down to budgeting. So we should do a course on that, because I learned early on to make sure that my budget was taken care of and all of that up front. But I make sure, and just so y'all know, I know what I'm talking about, because I went to San Francisco State and took a class and got a degree in event planning. I did what I needed to do. And it was so funny because when I went to the class, at that time I was working for, some of y'all ain't y'all young. I used to work for Bass Ticketmasters. So some of y'all don't, if Bass was the place that sold all of your tickets for events before there was Ticketmasters, and Ticketmaster came because the family they passed on and it got bought. But I worked for Ticketmasters and I did events for them as we sold the tickets for them. And so when I went to the class at San Francisco State to take that class, the instructor just happened to be my boss from Ticketmaster. So the majority of the time when we were doing the sessions and the breakout sessions in class each week, I was leading one because everything she was teaching them, she had already taught me because I worked with her. And also before that, just like Deshaun, we got through in the church events because that was what our family did. So you got thrown in whether you wanted to do it or not. And that's why now I don't do church stuff no more. You know, Deshaun can have all that. I do the outside stuff. But thank you, Nick, too. Let me give a shout out to Nick, too. I researched something. Nick gave me an idea for a new event. So I am going to work on doing that event. And I already found an agency so we can do the fundraiser for it. So y'all get y'all sneakers together. Look, Kim said, do a class as well. Create a, you moved it off the screen while I was reading it.
Sorry.
Create a digital products. Oh, that's a good idea. We should do that. That is a good idea. Nicolette says she'll take it. I mean, because people really need to understand when you call yourself an event planner, an event host, you need to know the steps that lead up to, because everybody thinks it's fabulous and it's all wonderful. And imagine when you got to take it on the road. So I had 10 people this weekend, and I'm in charge of making sure 10 people are moving and shifting around. And we're in another state, and we're dependent on a bus to come get us. We're dependent on all of these things to happen in a timely fashion. And if one thing goes wrong, it turns the whole thing all the way around. Just imagine, what do you do when the bus don't show up and you got these people money? So we need to talk. I think we should do a class on that.
Yeah.
All church event coordinators have not been formally educated. Exactly.
And it's not even,
because some people can do it without being educated.
Yeah, you just need to know what you're doing.
You
know what I mean? I didn't go to school for this shit at all, but I know what I'm doing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what
I mean? Don't let him fool you, because he been in a bunch of corporate jobs where he been in the events.
Oh well, yeah.
So don't let him fool you. He want to act like he don't.
Yeah.
He over there in big corporations doing what he does.
Yeah.
So don't.
I do stuff. I do stuff for the corporation.
I'm not gonna let him slide over that one. Yeah.
Shut up.
You're
right.
Don't let that.
You're right.
Because y'all, it's too many people out there who call themselves promoters and event planners, and they don't have a clue to what the hell they doing. And they give the rest of us bad names. Yeah. And that's why I tell people.
And the reason why I'm saying it's Sister Girls, the host's responsibility, is because I'm not going to bring in TD Jakes and I have a musician for him.
True that.
And by Jamila, Miss Goody, she is up there with the Juanita Bynums and things. So she should have had a musician with her. She's the girl. She's have a whole big, huge following. So, yeah, coordinator, you gotta just make sure your shit is lined up.
Did you say she?
Yeah, she's up there. You go look at her. Like I told you, she got about probably 5,000-6,000 people watching her every morning, and she's good. I watch her at 4:00 in the morning. I don't watch nobody at 4:00 in the morning, but I watch her at 4:00. So yeah.
I still say you was out of order.
I don't think she was out of order. I think it was
There's just a time and place for everything, and her shenanigans was wrong. You didn't have to try to. When you said you lost me. When you said, "Okay, I'm about to be petty," you lost me. There was nothing else you could say after that. When you said, "I'm about to be petty,"
how many preachers get up and say that I'm not about to be petty, but they say some stupid off the wall shit before they get up.
I bash them too.
You know what I mean? But what I'm saying is, it's just. I think anytime that you take somebody out of their comfort zone, you know what I mean? And that's just like you sing. You start singing your song, and the musician just gets up and start packing his shit up. And I'm not taking no fault. Like I said, either one of them to me, either one of them are at fault. Because there's no way that he should even have to bring his keyboard to even. First of all, this is just me again. As a coordinator, I'm not gonna have you pack your shit up in the middle of her getting up to preach. You ain't gonna do it.
That part I agree with.
And you in the front.
So service.
Yeah, you in the front. So now you
everybody looking.
Everybody looking. And now they looking at you and not paying attention. You know what I mean? So it's just, and I'm speaking on behalf of a coordinator. Like, Terrence, there is no way.
I didn't go there because I don't know Nikita, so I don't know her.
I don't know her neither, but there's no way.
But that was out of order right there. And that's why I said what made it worse is when she said she wanted to be petty, the camera took all the attention over there.
Went right there.
It went right there. So we all shifted to that corner. And it took me the second or third time before I even realized he was getting his keyboard. I thought he was just standing up. And when he flipped that bad boy sideways,
yes.
I was stunned.
But again, that's just me. Some people wouldn't even pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I mean?
See, I was like.
But me, when I looked at it, I'm just like, wait. First of all, that should have been gone before she got up to even speak. Mm-hmm. During her introduction, that should have been happening if it had to happen.
Yes.
If it had to happen. Or when he got done playing for whoever he played for, it should have been a backup.
It should have been a backup. I agree.
But not right when she gets the mic to go to preach. Then here we go.
It is the host's responsibility, small or large preacher. When you plan an event, everything should be planned out for everyone. Yep. Or the info about the musician should have been given to her team so she would know to bring one with her. Yep. My husband goes with our pastor, so he doesn't need your musician. But it's not what you say, it's how you say. Yep. It's the delivery that makes the difference. She wasn't wrong for asking him to play. It was how she addressed him. And I agree. She was not wrong for asking him to play. But her delivery and her addressing him and then petty back. And what Priya said, all musicians don't have proper church etiquette. And that's true, but he was not out of line.
He was not. Like I said, I'm going to go back to my original statement.
And then Lizane said tact and decorum was not the subject of the day.
Like, it just, like, I'll be damned if a dream team is having an event and one of the musicians say, I don't want to play for this person. And they get up and start packing their shit up in the middle of the song.
But no. That's different, though, because they're musicians.
No.
They're musicians for the event. This was a musician for a soloist. So that's still a different thing, too.
No, because I've had concerts with different groups. I won't even say what, but I've had concerts with different groups that I've had to talk to musicians, and they didn't want to play for them. I'm like, well, you have to. Like you have to.
Because they're the musician for the event. See, he wasn't the musician for the event.
That's the whole That's the whole point I'm trying to make. It's not neither of them fault. It is the host's fault for not having it covered.
And I agree with that.
It is now where I blame her for saying what she said, but she's probably used to people and used to throwing people money and they jumping. But then I also like, again, who packs up in the front, not even 6 feet from the speaker?
So then that goes back to what Priya said. All musicians don't have proper church etiquette. But
I wouldn't even call that etiquette.
Right, because so we probably wouldn't have never seen him pack up had she not go that way. The camera would have never panned that way had she not go that way. And he probably would have packed up and been out of there and we wouldn't have never known.
We wouldn't have never known.
But she went over there she drew attention to that corner. I'm
going to say this. I do respect him because he never got out of line.
Exactly.
Respected her.
Never.
He called her ma'am the whole time. No, ma'am.
Yes.
I can't do it.
Can we call Q? Is Q available to come on and give his thoughts about the I would love to call Q. I would love to hear his thoughts. Priya, it was a conference, and I want to say it was a hotel
in North Carolina.
In a hotel, because they had no instruments there. Everybody was, because you could tell he would, once he was picking his up, there wasn't going to be another instrument there. Yeah. That corner was going to be empty once he got out there, besides the drums or whatever that was left.
My sister had to go buy me some wire earphones because I am sick and tired of these AirPods dying or not connecting when they're supposed to. So I'm going back wireless.
I bought some in the airport.
Oh, well, child, you shouldn't have. I'm sick of them. I know that ain't even our conversation. But I had to say something. I got glad when she walked in here with them. I ain't seen no wire earphones in so long. Oh, I mean it.
We sorry, y'all. What Alicia say? Put up what Alicia said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
See, what I read was he was contracted to play for a specific group, and he told the event host he had he told the event host he had to leave right after. But they should have had a house band or at least rented a keyboard, even if he has to leave. Tip out the back. You tip out the back door, but you took the whole keyboard. Now can't nobody have music the rest of the event. Nope, but it was his keyboard. So if he told them, so Nikita B. Williams, you knew that he was leaving. So you should have made the speaker aware of this. The musician,
you should have made you didn't even have to make the speaker aware of it. You should have had somebody else there to accomplish her. Then you should have had another piano player. He shouldn't have, if he has to leave, he shouldn't have never had to bring his keyboard. And I'm gonna say this:
but nobody told her that she needed to rent instruments.
No. She know that if she's at a whole
I'm searching for you, Nikita B. Williams. I need to find you right quick. I need to see what you.
She knew what she was doing, child. You trying to go? Can I say this?
Say it.
Can I say it?
Say it.
And I don't know her, but you trying to go the cheap way. Now, we all know. I get it, sis. That's why you have your own MD for the conference. You have an MD for the conference. Then you won't have to worry about nobody bringing somebody else. That's it.
Founder.
Did you?
Yeah. Okay. Oh Lord, I found her. Nikita, I would love to have you come on our show. I just really would love you because I'm a little confused now. So the event was called Unleash, the ultimate upgrade. But our Nikita B. Williams, your title, it says comedic speaker. So you're a comedian? Wait, I'm sorry. But then it also says funny nurse. So you're a nurse? Then it says lead influencer biz builder. And then you want me to like your fan page. So you're a nurse consultant, dream builder, leadership catalyst at stand-up comedian. That part don't make sense, boo-boo. Sorry. You if you're a leadership catalyst, you can't put at stand-up comedian after that. That don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. I would really love to have her come on the show because I just want to know what happened. And I'm proud of you for what you did. Oh, but wait, they had round tables. So was it a lunch? I'm going to the corner. I'm done.
I don't know what it was.
I'm done. But everybody had coach purses. I see a bunch of coach purses on the table. I'm going to the corner. Let me end this one. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. I had to tickle myself. Oh, Lord. I can't.
I just
people let me give you another quick tidbit. If you are not going to put a lot of money into decorations, please do not overdo the balloon decoration and then put it right there on the stage, and then the rest of the venue looks completely blank. That's a no-no, because I'm looking at the pictures and it's blank. Don't get a venue that is too large for the people that you are bringing. You get a venue that is smaller so that it looks like you had more people, because you don't want a venue to swallow up your event. Okay, that was a little tidbit. I'm gonna give y'all that one. We're gonna move on. Anything else?
Mm-mm.
Okay. OMGG.
Congratulations
To who?
to her.
Oh yeah, congratulations. Okay, we're moving. Y'all, I'm still trying to understand this one, but I kind of sort of get it, and I just kind of don't get it. Y'all know that Vanessa Bryant lost Kobe Bryant in a plane crash, and y'all know that one of the, if I want to say correct, one of the EMTs or the paramedics took pictures of the dead by somebody within, if I'm correct, somebody within the police the department. They took pictures of the dead bodies and leaked them, and they got out. Well, her husband is a national figure. The plane crash made national news. Every time you turn on the TV, you see pictures. Every time you open a magazine, you see pictures. Every time she turn on social media, she sees pictures. So every day she has to constantly relive the phone call that came.
Mm-hmm.
The city of Los Angeles, or the county of Los Angeles, now is saying that because she filed a lawsuit against them for pain and, stress, emotional distress. They're trying to say now that she has to release her doctor's records all the way back from the day of the death. Now, I guess on
So what is she trying to do? Sue them?
yeah, she's suing them for emotional distress.
That's common.
It's common. So I got stuck because I had to find myself on both sides. I had to find on both sides because
When you're suing somebody, you have to prove your case.
you have to prove
So
your
when
case.
you prove your case, you can say one thing you can't do. This is because they'll get you. You can't say you was in distress, but on Facebook and on Instagram laughing, partying, and having a good time.
True, but we haven't do any of that.
You can't do it.
And
because they're going to pull it up.
And we know that when Kobe cheated with when the whole scandal happened, was that in Arizona with the girl in Arizona?
Yeah, the hotel.
She stayed completely silent during then. She stayed completely silent, and people was dragging her through the mud.
Yeah.
Because they wanted her to say something. So they were trying to provoke her to say something. So now, here we are at the situation now where I got to relive this every time I open my phone, every time I look at Facebook. I can't even just turn on Facebook because y'all, if y'all don't believe this, and I'm going to tell y'all, if you don't believe it, try it with your phone. Pick up your phone and talk about something that you're interested. Talk about a microwave you look in the pictures. All of a sudden in your timeline is going to be
what's not the same thing, Pearl.
And your timeline is going to be what you're talking about. Because I was looking for so LA County is saying it wasn't because of the photo she has all the grief, but because of the loss in general. This one is hard. And unfortunately, the photos do play a part of that. That adds to your, if you see your husband dead.
The affair and the death has nothing, it's not the same. It's not the same thing. Yeah, okay, I got you.
So no, so what I'm saying on that, Pearl, is that was she could have had emotional distress because it almost could. I'm not saying the death part of it, but she went through quite a bit with him because that was a scandal and people were trying to get her to speak up and say something. And she was at home hurting because here's the man you've been with all these years since you was a teenager and cheated on you.
But we can't.
So it was an emotion. It is people's affairs are emotional.
Listen, we cannot just assume she was at home emotional. We cannot assume. We don't know what kind of marriage they had. We don't.
You cheat on me, I'm emotional.
You don't know that.
I'm gonna burn you.
We can't assume that she was just at home, tore up over an affair or whatever happened.
Just call me Farrah Fawcett when I light your butt on bed or the fire. Poof.
We can't. So with this case, not a fair case, but with this case, she has to prove to them that she's in distress and that she's emotionally having. You have to prove that. You have to prove it because you're suing them.
Right. But in the end, to me, they can say what they want. And I understand their side because in the transportation, I have to be on both sides. When stuff happens at work, I have to flip to the other side. The first part of me is like, oh, you crazy. But I have to flip to the other side and see the other person's side of it. And their side.
What is she suing them for? Is she suing them because of the pictures or the death? What is she suing them for? What is the lawsuit?
Let me tell you the knowledge that the photos was out there was causing her constant fear and anxiety, and she has had trouble sleeping and been depressed. So
That's her lawsuit. That's what she's doing.
Right. And the defense attorneys for the county requested her medical records because they want to determine whether her trauma was caused by the alleged photo leak. Excuse me, people. It wasn't alleged. The photos was out there. We all saw it. That's not alleged.
I didn't see him dead.
Oh, I saw it.
I didn't see. Now, were them real photos or were them made up photos?
Oh no, they were real because the man that did it, they found out who did it. They got him because he got a check from the
Yeah, I didn't see any pictures of him.
He got a check from wherever he leaked it to. But in the ruling, the judge said the medical records were relevant and the county was neither being abusive nor harassing in requesting them. The judge is giving Vanessa until November 29th to turn over her documents. Now, here's the downside.
Yeah, see, Alicia, I didn't either. I seen the crash pictures, but I didn't see any bodies laid out anywhere. I didn't see any of that stuff. But again, if you're going to sue LA County for distress and you can't sleep and all that kind of stuff, you people.
But here's the thing.
We have to really be careful because what you're portraying, and it could be a cover-up, but what you're portraying on social media is the total opposite of what you're trying to sue for.
But I don't even think she's on social media like that.
She is. I follow her on Instagram.
Oh.
She is.
Oh.
She is.
Oh. But
and she's out partying with Sierra, and she's out partying with Lala, and she's out having a great time, and she's smiling. And and like I said, I know grief real good, but she is definitely.
Well, see, okay, so Vanessa, sweetheart, let me give you
a little. Do that.
Let me give you a little tip.
See, Pearl said,
when
"Yep."
When people sue and try to get disability at work, they send people to follow you and they get photos and videos. So if you out doing all this partying, you just giving them ammunition to lower the cost, because I believe you're going to get some money. You're going to get something, but it's not going to be what you.
And can I say this? Can I say this? Can I just really say this?
So but here, I hope that the reason that you're doing this is so that it sets a precedent so that pictures are not released like this no more, and it becomes a taboo thing.
Well, I need to see the pictures because I ain't seen no pictures of no bodies laid out nowhere. I seen pictures of the helicopter crash, and I seen pictures of the the crash and smoke and all that kind of shit. But I didn't see any bodies laid up. I didn't see any yellow. I didn't see any. I didn't personally see anything. And Alicia said she didn't see anything like that.
And so when I looked at it, I skimmed past because I ain't trying to see that. That ain't my thingy. But I do remember
and that's what I totally agree. Everyone listen. I understand everyone grieve differently. I understand you have parties and stuff. But when you're suing somebody,
your whole life is
very careful what you put out there.
Your whole life
you can't tell them you ain't sleeping and you stressing and you can't find your life and you depressed and stuff when you got smiling and diamonds and buying flowers and buying cars and getting with you can't do that. They are going to tear you apart every time. They're gonna get it.
And I hate to tell you this because you have a person of color, they're gonna come even harder because they ain't trying to pay you. They not trying to pay you, boo-boo. I'm sorry. You got to walk a very, 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 very thin line.
It's a very hard ball, like I said, and like Alicia said, everybody grieve different. And I'm not saying you got to stay at home and be under a black sheet all day and all that kind of stuff. But sister girl, you can't just be out partying and stuff and hanging out and going on vacations and all that kind of stuff, saying you're in distress.
And I didn't know she did that.
I'm on her Instagram. Like, go on her Instagram page.
I don't know if I want to follow her. I don't.
But I'm just saying, like she's with Lala and she's with Sierra and she's like with Kim K and they've been everywhere, child.
Maybe they're trying to lift her up. Maybe they're trying to get her.
You cannot be in a lawsuit saying you're at home depressed and can't sleep when you ain't even at home depressed. You can't. That's just reality.
Oops.
That's just reality. Somebody in your camp should have said, girl, you better stop. Or if you're trying to sue somebody, you should already know, I got to go see some counselor. I got to have a counselor. What she say? Maybe I'm broke.
Maybe because I'm broke now with all the money she got and the $400 million she just got.
Exactly.
The Under Armour deal, I would be so satisfied. Suing them is not worth the emotional turmoil.
Because what's gonna happen is they're gonna bring up everything all over again.
And look, see what Pearl said? Pearl said people with money grieve differently.
They do. But you can't have money and grieve differently and then try to act like somebody poor and grieve differently. You know what I mean? You just sit up here and said you can't sleep and you stress and you distraught and all that kind of shit. That's in your lawsuit. That's your words in your lawsuit.
But we know depression has high days and bad days. So
it doesn't matter because guess what? That attorney on the other side gonna bring up all that.
Well, yes, he is.
Oh, well, this day you were this, and this day you were traveling, and well, this day you were smiling, well, this day you were having fun, well, this day we have video of you doing this day you have, they're finna bring up all that.
True.
To the point that you also sitting up here fighting with your mama. They finna bring up they are going to bring up a whole lot of shit on because you're posting.
And your mama is out of order.
That's just like me getting into a car accident and saying my back is hurting. And then I go and post and get on a goddamn ride in Great America.
Or you go jump out of a plane.
Or I go to one of these jumping things and I'm jumping around with my nephews. And I'm all on Facebook Live just having a great time.
You go bowling.
That one great time of me not being in pain has caused me my whole entire lawsuit.
And if y'all think we joking, read up on some of these lawsuits on people who tried to get permanent disability. They got caught, baby.
It don't happen.
It happens in the bus world all the time. I see it in the bus world all the time. People trying to
we just had 2 people today go out on permanent disability. They can't even do it. But
they can't even get permanent disability, and y'all out here faking. And people, just imagine when you really do get some real problems. So, I mean, my prayers for her to just find peace is where I want her. But like I said, I didn't follow her, so I didn't know that she out.
But also,
I just want her to have peace.
Like, sweetheart, you don't want for nothing.
And unfortunately, the house that Kobe just built, the Staples Center, is now going to be called Crypto.com Arena. So maybe that'll help her too, because them saying the new name, she won't have to say every time she hear the Staples Center, she going to think about Kobe. So it's going to be called Crypto.com, y'all. So y'all go out and get y'all some crypto because crypto is taking over the world.
That is funny.
But I mean, I just pray that she gets some peace. And I just think for the children, I just think it's really hard that we rushed to throw and be the first to put on social media stuff. But you don't understand the repercussions of what you do to children, because children are so messy. I drive the bus, baby. They so messy, and they really are petty betties. They find stuff and they are airdropping, because the kids try to airdrop stuff into my phone all the time because my stuff is open. And I get on the mic, say, the next one to send an airdrop, all y'all tells is going back to the office. and I'm taking the whole school bus because now y'all don't want to tell what's happening, but you all going back because somebody gonna tell who did it. Stop airdropping my phone. So, kids they little demon seeds. They little demon seeds. And they'll do this to these poor kids and show them pictures of their daddy just to try to just be evil. So, I just want us to stop. The Inquirer is gone, people. The Inquirer is gone. So let it die.
Is it?
But yeah, the Inquirer gone.
Yeah, I ain't know. See how much I never read it.
They don't sell that in the store no more.
No.
I'm quite sure I ain't seen an Inquirer in 400 years. I want to say it's gone.
Let me tell you, that Adele that gave a concert the other night.
Oh, I want to talk about that. Yes, we got to talk about that. And then that's it for me. Oh, my God.
That woman, yeah.
Oh.
She's came a long way.
Oh. I thought the Inquirer was gone. Oh, so maybe they just do online now.
Because I'm like, I'm that child.
Yeah, they do online. They're digital now. So y'all, the Griffith Observatory featured One Night Only with Adele on CBS. It's on demand if y'all want to see it. Let me tell y'all this. Adele looks amazing.
She looks great.
She looks amazing.
She does.
And unfortunately, I started this at dang near midnight. So that was my mess up. So I'm going to finish. I fell asleep. But I started out and I was like, this is just amazing. And child, Oprah sat down to interview her, and it's just, she really opens up and tells stuff, because I really didn't know Adele's history. I didn't know that each of her albums was named for that age time that she was 25, 21 and stuff like that, 30. I had no clue. Yes, they got her together real good. They snatched her up, and I mean, she looks amazing. And I'll tell y'all this: I have not been I think some of her songs I enjoy. I never really was just like I'm a full out Adele fan, because sometimes her songs and her singing and she just goes a little, be like, oh my God, a little dry to me. But watching her on stage gave me a whole different vibe for her, because she really knows how to work the stage. And she gives class on stage. She took me back to old singers. It wasn't raunchy. She came out with this full dress on to the floor, and that was just amazing to me. She has a little potty mouth, though. She has a little potty.
Nothing wrong with it. She ain't singing no Jesus songs.
She's a woman. She's a lady. Hey, boom, boom. She's a lady.
All of ours got potty mouths.
Huh?
All of ours got potty mouths.
Yeah, unfortunately.
You know.
Please take yourselves over there to see. Oh, she always has had a potty. Ooh, see, I didn't know that.
Well, you can tell. She looked like Mrs. Doubtfire when she came out. Y'all know that woman.
Did you say she looked like Miss Doubtfire?
When she first came out, that woman looked just like Miss Doubtfire. That they took that. Let me find a picture.
Child, don't tell me nobody did a side by side.
No, I'm gonna find one.
Oh, I was about to say, because if they did a side by side, I would just be done. I would just be done. I enjoyed how she was explaining her process, because she didn't say process. She said her process. That accent was heavy when she kept saying process. Oh, Priya said you kind of correct. Oh my God. Did she really? I guess I don't remember her looking
When that
like.
woman first came out, she looked just like Miss Doubtfire. I can't find no old pictures because I ain't got one of her.
Child, they took them pictures down. They ain't playing with y'all
They
shit.
have snatched them because I cannot find not one. I'm looking. That woman looked this just like Miss Doubtfire. I ain't playing.
Wait,
I'm asking for old pictures and they ain't even bringing it up, child.
which one? You talking about any of those? Oh shoot!
You know what?
Any of these?
No. No.
So not those.
This woman was Miss Doubtfire when she first came out and started singing. I don't give a damn what nobody said.
You was not gonna call this woman Miss Doubtfire. Oh my god. That don't look like Miss Doubtfire.
Hold on. I'm looking.
Priya said the very first shows.
Yes, I'm telling you.
Y'all are so wrong. But congratulations to her. She found a new love. She lost a hunt. Oh, Alicia said, are we still talking about? I enjoyed her show, Alicia. I really enjoyed her one night only. But congratulations to her. She found a new love. She's with a young man named Rich Paul, who I found out was a big agent.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And Jessie, she did have an amazing makeover. And what I liked about her is she said that if she gained the weight back, it wouldn't matter what folks thought about it because she was already body positive. So she was comfortable in her skin as a big person, and she's comfortable in her skin as a small person. So I enjoyed that fact. Huh?
She had to be, because I'm telling you, she looked like Miss Doubtfire when she came out. I don't care what nobody says.
If you start calling this woman
I'm trying to find it, and they done took these pictures offline, child.
Oh Lord, you calling her a Miss Doubtfire. But what the other thing too, if you have not seen it, she surprised a woman.
Where's she from?
London, ain't it?
London.
She surprised a lady with the lady got proposed to.
Oh, that made me cry.
Oh, I cried. Oh, it was just boo-hoo, boo-hoo, boo-hoo. That thing was amazing. And when she turns, when it was so funny, when she sat down, when she was trying to compose herself, she looks over and she's like, oh my God, Lizzo. And then when she looked to the other star, I can't remember her name. The other actress was sitting right there next to her. And you get to now get a glass of champagne or some wine and enjoy amazing concert. And let me tell y'all, sitting outside up under in Griffith Observatory in Los Angeles, sitting up in them hills, and you could see the Hollywood sign was amazing.
Oh, that was in Hollywood?
Huh? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So kudos. I would love to do an event there. Oh my God. But I know they don't do events. But if y'all open up the door to have events there, I would love to have a white party up on that hill and have them views. Oh my God, that would just be spectacular. But that's
I
it.
can't find Miss Doubtfire.
Miss Doubtfire.
This girl didn't have these people take this shit off.
Ooh, leave her alone.
I don't remember it.
I do not remember her looking like Miss Doubtfire
because she even had more hair
bigger than that.
No, she looked like Miss Doubtfire.
But she was a chubby something when she first came out,
and she had the same hairstyle as Miss Doubtfire.
I'm not with you.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm not with you.
Priya know what I'm talking about. They ain't the only one.
I can't. So that's it for us, y'all. Unless y'all have anything.
I'll have that picture next week. Because I'm gonna find this picture tonight. I'm gonna post it on our page, and y'all tell me what y'all think.
Oh Lord, he is determined. Oh, kudos to she said her first few interview with the house dresses.
I'm telling you, she used to wear the house dresses, yes, and the hair, yes, yes.
Y'all going to hell. Both of y'all are going to hell in a handbasket. Kudos, I wanted to say to Sesame Street for bringing the first Asian character. There is now a Muppet of Asian descent too, so that's cute. But I guess as a kid, I never saw Sesame Street characters as racist. I just saw them as characters. So, but kudos to them, y'all.
Wow.
Y'all go over there and watch Sesame Street. Has been here all of these years. So,
y'all see my tattoo? This is just the one of many. I'm going to go get another one.
He done turned into a thug, y'all.
Go get another one. I actually finna get a couple more. I would have got it this week, but the boy's gone out of town. So
pray for him. He going through a midlife crisis.
I'm good.
Midlife crisis. We out.
Y'all, right, love you guys. We'll see you all next week.
Share.
I'll be coming from Yoshi's online. Yeah.
Oh, then we won't be here next week. He'll be Yoshi's. That's right. So y'all enjoy
great
Thanksgiving.
We can do Tuesday. We can do a Thanksgiving show on Tuesday if you want to.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll let y'all know.
Y'all look out for the flyer. But if we don't, have a great, great holiday with your family. Enjoy, everybody.
Have a great holiday.